Let's try a really hard factoring problem, and you'll thank me if you survive through this. So the question is, how many factors? There's no way we'll know this unless you have wolframalpha.com on your computer, but you'll probably not be able to use a computer in your test. So let's begin by pulling out the GCF. When I look at the number 8, 122, and 450, the only thing I can pull out is a 2. So pull out the 2, we get a 4x to the 4 minus 61x squared plus 225. Now let's focus on this part here only and try to factor it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to focus on this part, and I'm going to let we're going to let a equal x squared. So when I think about it, this red part here is the same thing as 4a squared minus 61a plus 225. And I want to factor this red part here. So we know this is the a value is not 1. Let's not call it a anymore. So maybe I shouldn't have chosen a, but that's okay. We're going to do this times this. 4 times 225 is 900. So one way of factoring this is to rewrite this as an easier version. Plus 900. And we're going to rewrite it, factor this. We have a times a. And what times what becomes 900, yet adds to negative 61. Now this is probably one of the hardest parts. It's extremely time consuming. What times what becomes 900 yet adds to negative 61, because this is such a big number. Really, if you wanted to go systematically, not think, you could begin at the far extremes. 1 times 900. Clearly these two numbers will never make 61. They're too far apart. So if you can, instead of going 2 times 450, if you want to skip ahead, realizing that these are so far apart, let's try 10 times 90. You can still see that we're getting closer, but still no way we can generate negative 61. You can keep moving up, 12 times 75, and then 15 and 60, still not working, and eventually you'll probably get up to 25 and 36. Now wait a minute, do these really become negative 61? Yes, because we know that we're dealing with two negative numbers. Whenever there's a negative sign here and a positive sign here, you know they're both negative, because negative times a negative becomes a positive, yet the middle term remains negative. So 25, 36, they add up to 61, and we can make them both negative, and we have the correct answer here. So this is the most time consuming part, but you have to be patient and try practice doing it without seeing this video. So we figured out how to factor this. You can verify this answer by foiling it out here. This is negative 36, negative 25, indeed is 61. And then this times this indeed is 900. So the trick here is to look at the a value, the 4 value here, and not forget to we promise to divide by 4. Not the number 2, but the number 4 here, because we're focusing on this red underlined problem. So we're going to reduce it here. A minus 25 over 4, it's already simplified, and 36 divided by 4 is 9. Now recall that a equals x squared, so what we have here is actually x squared. Let me just clean this up first. We're going to promote the 4 here, so this becomes I'll just leave that there actually. So this becomes equals to, we can finally write the equal sign, 4a minus 25, and we have a minus 9. Now recall that a equals x squared, so what we have is 4x squared minus 25, x squared minus 9, and we can see that this is difference of squares, so we actually get 2x plus 5, 2x minus 5, and the x squared minus 9 becomes x plus 3, x minus 3. So this red underline part expands out to have 4 factors, where we need to remember that we have the green part here, so we need to tack that on. So the final answer is going to be 2x plus 5, 2x minus 5, x plus 3, x minus 3. And let's count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We include the number. There's a total of 5 factors. So if you understood what just happened there and can do this yourself, you are going to certainly get an A on the final test. Great job.